So good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk a little bit about the different types of network that we can find. Specifically, we categorize the networks based on their transmission medium. So as a reminder, the transmission medium is the device or material that allows us to send signals from one device to another. And a good transmission medium means the data is received exactly as it was sent. So there's no data loss or data corruption while we're sending it en route. Now, you're going to find two main categories of transmission medium, cabling and wireless. If we think about cabling, you're going to find a twisted pair or a fiber optic. Now, a twisted pair is a copper wire that's it's two copper wires twisted around each other. One signal is sent down one side of the wire, and then the other signal is sent down the other side of the wire. So it's an electric signal that passes down the wire. Twisted pair transmission mediums are inexpensive and they are very flexible. But you can only use them up until a distance of about 90 meters. So they have a limited range. Now, the other type of cabling you'll find is fiber optic. And this is based around little transparent plastic rods. It uses pulses of light to send a signal rather than electricity. And this makes the signal very, very fast. So fiber optic is far more expensive, but it can have a longer range. So the standard fiber optics is up to about 1,000 meters, but higher grades support longer distances. Now, the other type of transmission medium is wireless. So this is where the signal is passed as radio waves. This is what's commonly known as Wi-Fi. So if we compare the two types of transmission medium, wired and wireless, there are various advantages and disadvantages to both. And it's important that we know those advantages and disadvantages so that we can make an assessment when we're putting together our network. So the advantages of a wired transmission medium are that it's more secure, it's physically controlled. So for instance, you can only access the network if you can plug the cable into your computer. So it's easy for us to control access to the network. Fiber optic signals travel as fast as light, so that data rates are very, very high. Now, the disadvantages to a wired transmission medium are that it's less flexible. So what that means is that if you want to run your network into a new part of the building, you need to run a new cable. And that can be very expensive. It can involve work to the building or unsightly cables going around the place. And even though fiber optic is very fast, copper wire is very slow. It's about 1/10 of the speed of fiber optic. Now, if we think about wireless, the advantages of the wireless transmission medium are that it's very flexible. So if you want to extend your network into a new part of your house, you just put a new Wi-Fi extender, and as long as everything is in range, your Wi-Fi will work perfectly well. It can be very low cost. The cost of extending your network to a different location is very cheap. It's easy to extend because it's so low cost and it's flexible. And again, radio waves travel very fast, nearly the speed of light, and so data can be transmitted very quickly. The disadvantages to wireless are the security and the control. So anybody with a wireless access card can get onto your wireless if they know the password. So all of a sudden your network becomes a lot less secure. The other disadvantage to wireless networks is that the signal can be easily blocked. So if you have a big heavy wall or a sofa sometimes, or a fridge in the path of your Wi-Fi signal, the signal will degrade very quickly to the point where it's completely unusable on the other side. So these days, most modern networks are a combination of wired and wireless. You may have wired connections acting as a kind of backbone through the building, and then you can extend off that backbone using wireless as needed. And then that gives you the best of both worlds. Okay, so this was a short video talking about the types of transmission medium and the advantages and disadvantages of both. As always, I hope you found it useful, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care.